Seeing a hijack film is always fun and thrilling, but what happens when it's actually based on a true incident? Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorn Reviews. My name is Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the latest Korean film, Hijack 1971. Telling the very true story of the hijacking incident of a Korean Air F-27 airliner, Hijack 1971 retells the story of the flight that was commandeered and diverted to North Korea by a deluded young terrorist. Immediately from the very first sequence of Tae-in flying his fighter jet, you knew this was going to be an extremely thrilling and nail-biting story. Now, films about hijacking planes is not an uncommon place in the cinematic world. We've seen it done in films like Flight Plan, United 93, as well as 7500. But the difference with this film is the fact that it's actually based on a real story. That gives it a much more horrifying element, because as you watch this film, you are genuinely terrified for the very real people that went through this. You start to begin to put yourself in their shoes and start to think what must have been through their minds as this lone hijacker took over this plane. And because of that, this becomes a very chilling reconstruction of a specific period in Korean history. Director Kim Seong-han has perfectly captured that claustrophobic effect that happens when you're in this plane. That feeling of being trapped and not knowing what to do when you're thousands of miles up in the air with this violent criminal. And the way the shots were made as well really emphasizes that very tight space. Even you are going to find yourself a little bit trapped as you're watching this film and holding your breath, wondering what's going to happen next. What Kim has done is nothing short of painting a wonderful image for us of what the passengers must have felt. And on top of that, this was Kim's first feature film, having assisted on other big budget films such as Ashfall and 1987 When the Day Comes. You can't take your eyes off this story for a second and will be left breathless with every beat that happens. And while you might be thinking, okay, is this going to be like an hour and 40 minutes of just in the sky and just action and mystery and intrigue and all that things that happen with a hijack film? It is more than that. You get to see an actual emotional backstory from both the hijacker as well as the captain that's helming the flight. Doubting a decision that he made from a previous hijacking incident, you can see the Captain Tae-in really grapple with the guilt as well as trying to save all his passengers on board to make things right and to redeem himself from the mistake that he made before. And with the hijacker, there's a very personal motive that's behind this, and he just wants to avenge what has happened to not only his mother but his brother as well. So Kim has masterfully balanced it out between action as well as deep story. However, having said that, there are moments in this film that teeter towards the very stereotypical K-drama route. There are moments, especially within the third act, you're gonna tend to notice it's drawn out just like a K-drama would. Sequences that should take only a few seconds, you're gonna see drawn out to a few minutes that you're almost gonna scream at the screen, just get on with it. At the end of the day, Hijack 1971 is the quintessential hijack film. It ticks every single box you would expect from a film of this genre, and it will keep you on the edge of your seats throughout your viewing of it. So do yourself a favor, Hijack 1971 is coming out in Malaysian cinemas this Thursday, the 1st of August. Go and catch it while it's in the cinemas, because this is something you would want to see on a big screen, and you are guaranteed to have a good time with this one. And as always, you can check us out on all social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Go and check out all our social media for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and until next time, keep watching the movies.